This is Charlie Parsons for Boxing Social in association with William Hill and Empire Fight Store. Delighted to be joined here today on Zoom. Giorgio, you are the new Matchroom signing, joining on board with Eddie and Frank Smith. Just firstly, everything announced, that post on Instagram, just how good did that feel?
Yeah, it's a dream come true, I waited a long time for the announcement, obviously. Took its time, but it's finally posted and yeah, I can't wait to get it all started. And some of the best promoter in the world, Eddie and Frank, and yeah, can't wait to get the journey on the road.
Look, let's go into it. How does your sort of journey in boxing begin? When did you first lace up the gloves? When did you realise you had a talent for it? And then when did things start sort of progressing?
Yeah, so actually I started off at kickboxing. Did I started at 8 years of age. Did that for 10 years. Was very successful in that. Won everything around Europe, the world, Britain. And yeah, I decided to make the transition to boxing, and yeah, did very very well in boxing. Obviously, I won a lot in the amateurs, and yeah, we're here today.
I remember when Matchroom done the post, it said straight out of Repton. We know that the amount of talent that comes out of that gym is just incredible. How much did you learn in those years boxing in that gym? I mean, on that circuit with the tournaments that you do, iron sharpens iron, right?
Yeah, that gym, Repton's, I think the best gym in the country. Maybe Europe. Everyone in there is so hardworking, dedicated, and it just brings me along. First time I ever stepped into the gym before I joined the gym, I was at another club, but I was watching like to Dennis McCann train, and he was grafting, and you know what, I just thought I just want to be there and then be the likes of them, and yeah, and I've won everything at Repton. The coach is the best there, and yeah, no, it's the best gym I believe.
Look, let's talk a little bit about your amateur accolades. We know that you were a stellar amateur, but to what level? I mean, do you want to talk us through? I know I've seen a handful of photos, and you always seem to be holding a belt somewhere in there.
Yeah, no, obviously I won the senior ABAs twice at two different weights, one at 60 kilo, one at 63 and a half. Tri Nations gold medalist in 2022. Actually got put on GB, but I decided not to go, All the weights playing around up there, they took 60 out and they kept saying you want to do 57. I didn't think I could make 57 kilo. Then there was 63. I thought that could have been a big jump, even though I won it at the ABAs. That really wasn't my natural weight. Like in the final of the ABAs, 63 and a half, I was weighing 2 kilo below that weight. So it really wasn't my natural weight. So I just decided to go pro, and I think it's the best decision I made. And yeah, I'm signed with Matchroom, so it's pretty cool.
I was going to say the weights are sort of more straightforward in the program, especially when you're first
Yeah.
starting, when you're fighting in the sort of some of these guys in the away corner. You're able to fluctuate, come in a few pounds, and sort of see what's best for you. How's your style going to adapt to the program?
I think my style will adapt okay. Obviously in the amateurs I was more of a boxer mover. But I can do multiple styles. To be honest, I can box, I can move, I don't get hit, but I can bang as well. People don't think I can bang because all they've seen in the amateurs is me box and move. But in the amateurs, all I wanted to do is get the job done and score and win. But no, I think my style suits the pros, and it's a unique style as well, which you can't teach to people.
You spoke about growing up through the amateur circuit and sort of idolizing those of your sort of Dennis McCanns and sort of seeing them go through the gears. Now that's you, and I'm sure people have them stories seeing you now. You've sort of transitioned to the pro game.
Yeah.
Who else do you look up to in boxing? You know, growing up watching the sport, who were the sort of fighters that sort of stood out to you?
It's a popular name, obviously. I think for me, it's the best pound for pound ever. Floyd Mayweather. I just love the way he boxes. And if I can implement anything he's done, that would be great. I love how the fact that he boxes don't get hit. You know what I mean? And I believe that's what you should do in boxing. I see a lot of these fighters going there. They believe that you take one to go and hit one, and I just think, what you doing? You know what I mean? Save your brain. You know what I mean? When you're 30, you're gonna have bloody brain damage, in it. So for me, I think Floyd Mayweather I was watching, and Lomachenko, all the others, Shakur Stevenson, all of them.
When can we expect to see your pro debut? I'm sure I don't know if you can announce anything, but we know that there's a few London shows coming up within the next couple of years or so. Something on the horizons there, perhaps?
Hopefully, I think they say Eddie is saying the end of October. I don't know what card because my manager wants me in London, so I don't know if they've made a show yet. But hopefully, I can get in London. You know what I mean? Hopefully, I can get a few fans over there, which would be pretty sick. You know, I want it in London. That's the place where I want it.
Look, Giorgio, final message ahead of this journey. We're excited. I know Eddie's excited. Frank's excited. You've got a great team on board with you. Just a final message to people now. Wait in your debut, and then yeah, really start up in the ante on the pro game.
I just stay tuned. You know what I mean? I got a style which a lot of people don't have. You know, it's exciting, it's unique, it's different, but I like to be different. So yeah, I think my style is going to suit the pros very well, and the fans are going to be entertained a lot every fight I have.
Well, Giorgio, big up yourself. The way you said
Thank
it,
you. Yeah,
like
appreciate
Floyd
it.
Mayweather. Get out the game while you can and get hit as little as you can. We look forward to
Exactly
seeing
that.
it.
Exactly that.
Um, yeah, just I suppose finally from me, um, just how special was this moment for you as well? I know sort of so many fighters they look forward to turning pro and everything. You say you've done it with the best promoter in the world. Away from all the sort of I've worked my whole life for this, all that. There's probably a real sort of overwhelmment there as well. And you know what? I've made it. Not just yet, but you've turned over pro. You've done it with the best. That's a good feeling.
100%. Obviously, there's others out there, but I just think Matchroom is the place to be. You know, I went to a show the other day at the Anthony Joshua show, and I thought I've been to other shows, and I thought that hands down that was the best show I've been to, and yeah, I think what they're doing is great, and yeah, I can't wait to actually get under those lights and showcase what I can do.
Well, brother, thank you for speaking to us.
Thank you, appreciate it.